Hey guys, it's Eric, owner of Farpoint Farms here in the mountains of North Carolina. Tonight, something different, something I should do more often, but I guess I just never really, I've always done it privately, but I just felt compelled to make this video and make it a little bit more public. I want to say thanks to the many fans. You know, by the time this video goes up, we'll be close to 30,000 subscribers here on Farpoint Farms, a number I never thought I would achieve. And milestones aside, 450 videos now uploaded onto YouTube over the last 5 years. Incredible that I've been able to share as much of my hobbies, my talents, my tips, my tricks, my trades with you all. And that I am happy to do. What amazes me is that many of you out there have reached out to me and have helped me when I needed stuff. What you see alongside of me represents just a fraction of some of the gifts or donations or whatever you want to call them that I have received over the years. And there's so many. I have a list here, the people that I want to talk about and companies that I want to talk about, because these folks have really helped this channel move along. They've entrusted me with products that are kind of cool to check out. So I feel like it's just a video that needs to be made, and I'm going to just go off on this right off the bat here. This one here, Lance, I'm not going to say your last name, Lance. Lance sent me a sticker, I think it was last Christmas, and it's a nice Virginia Don't Tread on Me sticker that I put on my truck. That's why I don't have it here to display. But Lance sent that to me from out of nowhere, and I really appreciate that. Lance, I mean, it's always cool to get gifts or just stuff from people. Speaking of stuff, and this is probably a big one here. This is Dallas. Dallas, I'm not going to say your last name, but you know who you are. Dallas, randomly, this appeared in my mailbox, and I imagine it came from you, my friend, so I appreciate that. Tennessee respect, right? I got that. I like this shirt very much. Fits perfectly. And, you know, while I'm speaking of Dallas, Dallas has donated a lot of equipment to the channel over the years. And, you know, that Radio Shack TRC 495 that I just did a review on, you know, less than a month ago, or around a month ago at this point, that came from him. He also donated a frequency counter, and of course he donated this RCI that you see here, but most recently he donated or purchased for me this wonderful stand. It's got a fan and a speaker, and it kind of really makes this RCI a great base station setup here. So that's going to be actually moving to a different location here on the property because it's just too cool. But Dallas, thank you, man. You know, and I know you've said you didn't want to be called out, but I appreciate it, my friend. So thank you very much. Moving down the line, I've got Jamaica Dog. Now, Jamaica Dog, I think 2 years ago or 3 years ago, sent me some cigars. Jamaica Dog felt pity on my poor soul for loving my machine-made cigars so much that I used to do reviews on before YouTube kind of cracked down on that sort of thing. But he felt that he could send me some decent cigars. So he sent me some cigars, and before they pulled the plug on that sort of thing here on YouTube, I did some expensive cigar reviews. And in fact, this Christmas, he also sent me a nice 5-pack, which I have smoked 2 of those. So thank you, Jamaica Dog. But most amazing was that like a week or 2 ago, he says, hey, there's a package coming to you. I sent you a Striker radio. And I'm like, what the? So Jamaica Dog, I haven't even had a chance to play with this thing yet. But yeah, Jamaica Dog sent me this Striker SR94 HPC. Awesome, dude. I mean, I'm honored. I'm humbled. It's amazing that people want to help out the channel, and this is certainly going in one of the cars, so this will be a fun thing to play with, no doubt. Daniel K, I won't say your last name, Daniel, got in touch with me. His son actually lives within about an hour of here. His son was starting his own little homestead, or trying to garden this year because of economic and situations, and you know, we all know the climate here is kind of different. So I got in touch with him, and Daniel donated this beautiful Uniden PC 122 XL. It's got uppers and lowers added to it. It's been peaked and tuned. It's really nice. Sent that to me with a couple of mics. It also came with a really nice aesthetic 636, I think it is. One of the best Rode mics you can get out there. So thank you so much, my friend. I really appreciate that. There's also companies that I have dealt with, some of which we have here. Baofeng here sent me a radio to check out. The UV8, I think it is, UV8. I don't know if they're even around anymore, but Oliwiz was one of the first companies to send me a radio. They sent me a pair of these. I still use these on the farm all the time. In fact, Oh, this one's a little cleaner than the other one. I did a lot of work underneath my house, and I was radioing back and forth with electrical issues, and we used the heck out of those things. Those are great little two ways. And I mean, it would not even be close to being honest if I didn't point out the President Corporation for sending me all the really cool CB radios. Joby at President has worked with me for, I guess it's been maybe 2.5 years now. Up until I worked with President, I had owned a whopping number of 1 brand new CB radios in my whole life, and that was a Radio Shack TRC 503 that I bought brand new in '97. But since then, holy cow, I mean, it's just amazing to me that President has entrusted me to look at the radios they have, to do reviews of the radios they have, and to have the radios that they have. You know, I've got the McKinley installed in one of my cars. I've got the Walker installed in my truck. I'm playing with the Taylor, and we had the Andy, which I did a giveaway last Christmas or last February here, this just a few months back, and gave that away. But the Andy was a great radio, and of course the President Bill as well. So I've been honored. I'm humbled the fact that my hobby, my like little passion here, which I didn't really think anyone was into when I started this YouTube channel. Not only are people into it and more people getting into it, but that such a prominent company, the premier company in CB radios right now, is happy enough with my work to work with me. So thank you, Joby. I appreciate that. My friend Sally C, I think is it. That's all I know her by. But as a tool manufacturer, they don't even tell me the name of the manufacturer, but they have sent me some products over the years to test out, and I've been super happy with them. The latest thing they've sent me is just amazing piece of equipment. So Sally, I appreciate all the cool stuff you've sent me. I've loved doing reviews. As an auto mechanic by trade, I love the fact that I can get my hands on automotive tools to test out. And if it's tools that I already own, I like to give back to the community. So it's stuff that I can push off onto newer techs, guys that are just getting started in the industry. And so it kind of, it's that pay it forward type thing. It works really well. So thanks to her. My neighbor, John B, I won't say your last name, but John donated that beautiful TRS-80 Model 1 that's now hanging out in my shed out there, that I still play with from time to time. I've got it rigged up to an MP3 player so I can load games on it, and it's working, which is just amazing. But John, we didn't know we were neighbors. I mean, this is a big world, but it certainly feels small sometimes when you have a fan contact you, and it turns out it lives on the same street as you in a pretty isolated part of the country. So thank you, John. I appreciate that, my friend. Hopefully Hamfest start coming back to life so we can take some road trips together. There was a guy named Zach who I haven't heard from in over a year, probably a year and a half now. But Zach used to work. He worked for a media company that handled Avante cigars, and I did some reviews for them. A huge fan of Avante cigars. The Ramrods, which got renamed, they did some rebranding here, but they had a bunch of flavored cigars, and I used to love to review those. And Jeff Lee, who I also haven't talked to in probably 2 years, early on when this channel more was focused on garden tractors. Now it's about a 40-40-20 split amongst garden tractor stuff, CB stuff, and 20% miscellaneous. But Jeff used to send me products to review, attachments and stuff like that, so that's really cool. And of course, speaking of garden tractor stuff, Brinly has been a huge deal for me. I did not have any sponsorship with Brinly, didn't have any arrangement with Brinly, but they reached out to me after seeing all the videos that I had done about their cool products and said, "We love you. Thank you so much for the free advertising. Maybe we can send you something." So they have sent me one product, or maybe 2 products, I can't remember. But either way, great stuff, and great to be in contact with them. Good people, good company, made in America stuff. You gotta love it when something's still made in America. And lastly, speaking of made in America, and I know there's more, boys and girls, I swear, there's so many of you who have donated super chats. Calcius sticks out in my mind because it seems like every time we have a live chat, he wants to donate money, and I super appreciate that. But to the rest of you, and there's dozens of you at this point, thank you so much for that. That is so uncalled for, but so cool to me. But lastly, there's Johnny Products. Johnny Products, again, like I had done a review of the Johnny Products sleeve hitch back early on, and although they didn't contact me when it came time to buy some more parts from them, I mentioned who I was, and they were very familiar with me. So it's been nice to have kind of a relationship with Johnny Products. So, you know, it's just been awesome, guys and gals. I don't know that in email sometimes I don't probably convey it well enough, but this video I hope will convey that I mean, I'm super thankful. This is just incredible to be a YouTube channel, to have fans who feel good enough about your work or get enough value out of your work that they feel like, you know, donating or returning the favor or whatever you want to call it. But that's it. That's my ramble for this evening. I'm going to upload this today just because I feel like I want to get this out. And that's it. But thank you so much to all of you. Thank you to the ones I didn't mention. It's not that you've been forgotten. It's just that I just can't go through every single name. But so many donations, so many gifts, so many kind words, and so many relationships and friendships that have been made. So thanks to all of you from Farpoint Farms. I'll see you next time. Take care.
Something that needs a little fixing on Farpoint Farms. Freedom is mighty sweet.